Chappers, aka the Monkey Lord, and today it's time for Lick of the Week. And so since it's been such a long time since I gave you a Lick of the Week, maybe a week or two, I decided I should give you 2 Licks of the Week, so stay tuned for awesome double Lick of the Week video. Today I shall be using the Orange Amplification Dark Terror, or Terre du Noir as I like to call it. I've got just about 1/4 of the volume in here, 15 watts setting. Not too much gain, but just enough to give it some juice. The EQ is set pretty much central, but a little tiny bit more treble than normal, and I'm whacking it through a Zilla Cabs Fat Boy into an SM57, into a PreSonus Firebox, into your ears. Hope you enjoy this. So let's play this lick step by step. It's a juicy, bluesy rock thing in the key of E minor, pentatonic. You want to be using this scale. If you don't know it, go and learn it because it's the most important scale you'll ever learn on the guitar, apart from maybe the major scale. We're going to start with a slide up the neck and a pick and pluck hybrid picked situation. So we're going to be using first and second finger, and we're going to be sliding up with the second finger to the 11th fret on the D string, with the first finger making a kind of dyad 2-note chord on the B string. We're going to land on the 10th fret. So 11th fret, 10th fret, and this is how it's going to look and sound. So when you land there, give it a bit of authoritative wiggle, because it sounds really good when you do that. We're then going to take our third finger and put it on the 12th fret G string, slide that note up a tone. When you get up there to the 14th fret on the G string, we're going to give it a semitones bend, sorry, a tones bend, return that bend, pull off to the 12th fret, and then up to the 14th fret on the D string. So thus far, this is what we've got. If you get stuck with the slide, maybe just isolate that particular part until you can do it without looking at the guitar. That's really the objective here. When we've landed here, we're going to get down to the 15th fret B string and bend it up a tone to the root note. That's kind of the question section of our lick completed. And so onto the second part of the lick, we're going to be using a 6-note pattern descending down the pentatonic scale that sounds like this. So coming from the bend that was the end of part 1 of this lick, we're going to start with an up pick. So we're just picking through the scale. We're going to go 15, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12. That's the first 6 notes. We then go back to the G string and do another 6 notes descending from there. So G string, 14, 12, D string, 14, 12. And then A string, 14, 12. Take it down a tone. Give it a slight bend. 12th fret E string. So it sounds like this. And here's the whole lick really slow for you. If you find the 6 pattern on the pentatonic scale challenging, do it as slow as you can, start from the top and apply it to the entire scale, something like this. It's a really good exercise actually. So I'm using the Chapman guitars ML1 in natural. This really is the daddy of them all because the first Chapman guitar that sprang into existence was an ML1, and what a lot of the public did was they shaved off the top that was black to reveal the awesome wood underneath. So this model really is a good part of the heritage Chapman guitars, and I'm really proud of it. It sounds very different to the gloss finished ones. They both sound great, they just sound different. And this is one of the original first ever ML1s that this is really based on. And what I've done is I've raised the action slightly, put some figure strings in it and tuned it differently so I can teach you a slide lick. Okay, so here's the first thing you're going to want to know is you need a slide, and I'm using a glass slide, but use any slide you've got around, or make one, or buy one, or borrow one. The next thing is the tuning that I'm using. I'm in standard, but then I've dropped my top string here to a D, and then I've dropped my A string down a tone to match the G. So I've got two pairs of strings. I've got these two Ds and two Gs. Now I use that to play a song in my original solo set called In the Sunshine. And I find it a really useful tune because you've got the two pairs. I like it, it's great for slide. And here is the slide lick of the week. So let's play this slide puppy, starting with an open A string. I just refer to the strings as if they were tuned properly. Open A, and we're going to bring the slide down to the 3rd fret and slide it up to around the 5th. I'm using the rest of these fingers to mute all the other strings so that they don't ring out while I'm playing the slide. Then I'm going to pluck the D string exactly where I am and bring that back a tone. So now the A and D string are probably still ringing together, that's a good thing. I'm now going to lift the slide off and pluck both the A and D string and place the slide just below the 3rd fret, put the slide on the string and bring it back into the 3rd fret. Nice and bluesy sounding, so thus far we have this. I'm then going to bring it below the 3rd fret and lift it away. Now at no point should the slide be static on the strings. You want to keep it vibrating at different amounts, so this kind of thing. Because I've noticed that things in nature tend to move, and that's a natural sounding thing, and if you use the slide dead, doesn't sound like a blues rock slide, so you want to keep the vibrato moving. And so the last part is the slide up to the 12th fret, D and G string, like this. So you put it all together and you've got a badass blues rock slide lick that sounds like this. Well guys, hope you really enjoyed your 2 licks of the week. Have a fantastic day/week. I'll see you soon. Chappers out.